afternoon. I am being a catfish today, but welcome to another Vlogmas. I'm heading out. I'm going to a very cool experience called Taste Film. If you guys haven't heard about it, it is basically where you watch a movie and you're served the food that is being shown in the movie. And today I'm going to be watching The Holiday. I've actually never seen the film before, so I think that's quite cool. They had White Chicks, which is one of my favorite movies. Absolutely love that film. That film cracks me up. Even all these years later, I still laugh so hard at that film. They show Home Alone, the classic Christmas movies. Put the details in the description box. The reason I'm being a catfish is because look how I'm going out with this wig. I refuse to use any adhesive. Nobody can see it, nobody's gonna know. How will they know? They won't. So I'm gonna head on out, put my layers on because I'm gonna be taking a train. I'm gonna drive to the station where I can get the Elizabeth line and I'm gonna jump on the train, which is gonna take me straight there. I don't have to change. Let's get going. I'm so excited. I'm actually very excited. I've never done this experience before, so I don't really know like what to expect. I think I've seen a couple TikToks on it and it looks fun. You get to choose your menu, so you get to choose whether you want an alcoholic menu or you want a non-alcoholic menu. Now y'all know what I went for. Don't even need to discuss it. Should I wear these glasses? Do I just look like I'm trying to hide from the world? Are we wigging? Are we okay? Can't see the lace? Glasses are... I don't need the glasses. Good. Looks like I'm really trying to hide something. Oh, my AirPods. Oh, whoa. Imagine getting on the train with no AirPods. That would be a nightmare. I'll just be having to hear the My room is a mess. I feel a little bit like a mess. My skin is still getting itself together. It's not fully all the way there, so I'm avoiding makeup and things of that nature. So I just feel a little bit unkept. And that has also trickled down to my surroundings, my environment. Just a little bit. Just a teensy bit. Now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing those things you did no more. It takes me 1 second to recognize a song. There's this game that me and my family play, yeah, where we play like the first 3 seconds of a song and we have to guess what song that is. Champion. And this is not me being competitive, by the way. It's a real actual fact. The receptors in my brain, the way they work is I will recognize these songs immediately. That's another game that you can play with your family during Christmas, literally, and it has to be the start of the song. It can't be like halfway through the song. It needs to be the very beginning of the song. So yeah, I'm gonna drive to the station. I think I've got like a 7-minute walk once I get off the train. I just think it's so much more easier than like changing. I don't know what it is about changing trains. I just don't like it. For the fact that I even have to be on the train with other people. Oh. And do you guys ever think about how, don't let me put anybody off, take that flight sis, book that trip, okay? But what I'm saying is, do you ever think about how gross the air on flights are? Like, take it from me, I be expelling some shit, right? When I'm on flights, I get gassy, so like, I'm sure many other people do, and I don't think you should hold in your gas. You know, yes, go to the bathroom and let it out, but just still know it doesn't matter where you go on the plane, the air is being recycled. Yes, it's being cleaned and it's being filtered by HEPA filters and stuff like that, but you would never really get clean, fresh air on a plane, ever. It's not possible. You cannot do it. You can even go to the cockpit if you like. Go to the cockpit and meet the pilot. They're not gonna have their windows open because that will blow, it will bust your eardrum. And then people are coughing, people are sneezing, people are blowing their nose, people are just breathing alone. Oh. If I sit down on the flight and I think about it for long enough, it makes me physically sick. But anyway, don't let me put you off. Still book that flight, still take that trip. How did I get there? Trains. There was a time where I was on the train. This was months ago. I even want to say it was probably about a year ago. I was sat down. It then started to get progressively busy as the we were going to different stops. And then one gentleman came and stood in front of me, so I couldn't sit facing this way. I had to kind of sit outwards onto the aisle because the persons that was sat in front of me, their legs, we would have been too close. It didn't make sense. So I sat with my legs kind of outside of the, like on the aisle. Somebody came on, and as the train was getting packed, people were now standing because there was no more seats. And then this gentleman proceeds to stand in front of me with his eggplant in my face, like in my face, literally here. And he was holding on to the bars, so he was holding on to the bars. I get it, it's a packed train, but my guy, like, move your eggplant from my face. And then obviously when I realized that he wasn't gonna move, and maybe he was doing it because it was some sadistic fetish or pleasure of his, I literally just had to like shift my upper body towards this way, and I had to stay almost in like a Pilates stretch for another like 10 minutes. And I'm just like, at that point I probably should have said, dude, move. But I thought, it's early in the morning, I don't want to have to get pissed off. If there's something I can do to change my current situation, let me do it. So I just shifted myself and I looked out the window for the rest of the journey. It's just things like that. I'm like, oh, I have to get the train. Oh, especially rush hour.
Red light, camera ahead.
Thank you, sis. So that somebody could be planting their eggplant in my face, unwanted. If I want your eggplant in my face, you know. You know. You don't even need to say nothing. You don't even need to say. I'ma do the planting of the eggplant. Okay. Not me still sitting on the train and it terminates. I was probably sitting there like, oh, I'll get off the next stop. Everybody was off and I was like, where's everybody going? Why is there nobody else on the train? And then one girl was staring at me, and that's how I knew. That's how I knew. The thing about London is everybody minds their business. No one's going to be like, oh, it terminates. I would have been like, it's the last stop. Everybody just looking at you like you're Dundee United. Nobody has nothing to say to you. But yeah, it's about a 5-minute walk, I think. I just need to know where I'm going. 18 minutes. For my life. I'm going to try and do it in 15. It's okay. This is my cardio for the day, I suppose. I suppose if I have to. Just myself.
And I've got you down as vegetarian, is that correct?
No.
Oh, no.
That's absolutely wrong.
There you go.
The doors have just opened. Came just in time actually. They had me down as veg. I'm like, no, give me all the chicken. Hello, hi, Esther.
Esther.
And I am not vegetarian.
The vegetarian menu?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Okay, well, that's a bit of a shame. I mean, they did take my dietary requirements before I came, but it's only either beef or veg. So if you're not a meat eater, your other option is to have the vegetarian menu. But I'm specifically not a red meat eater. So, I mean, there are other options like fish and things like that. So, I mean, that's always a nice alternative for somebody like myself, but they don't offer that. So that's something to keep in mind if you do decide to come. I've seen somebody's ordered a mulled wine, so I might order myself one as well, actually. And everyone's like here with someone. I think it's so cute. Some people are here with like friends, some couples, some look like family. So it's actually great for any like kind of occasion. And yeah, I'm here on my lonesome. I'm here by myself. So I guess it's a date from me to me. Why am I wearing two necklaces? I'm gonna put on two different necklaces. That was a mistake. That actually smells banging. It smells better than mine. Yeah, popcorn, salted popcorn on your table when you arrive. I've just been going for it as well. Actually, so good.
You work too much. Amanda, you cut 75 trailers this year. You put a cutting room in the house and you sleep with your BlackBerry. And I'm not even gonna have a conversation with you about the sex because I can't remember the last time we did it.
Who is it?
Me! Hi, freezing!
Who's
Who
you?
are you?
Iris, open the door or I swear I'm gonna take a leak.
You're not Iris. Or if you are, I'm much stronger than I realised. I'm sorry for my profanity, I wasn't expecting you.
No, I wasn't expecting you either.
Thank you. Literally just ran onto this train, but that was such a good experience. I had so much fun. Yeah, I cried. I did cry at one point. I'm trying to get my AirPods. I cried at one point. It was a really good film. It's funny because David was saying that I haven't watched any Christmas movies, and it's true. I can't name many Christmas movies that I've watched, but hey, I've watched Elf this year. I've watched The Holiday. I watched Last Holiday with David. Well, I watched half of it, but it was such a nice experience. And I mean, if you like to do solo date days, and I guess like that could be your thing, I'd also highly recommend. But I'll talk to you guys properly when I get home. And I am full. Yeah, I think I'm full. I didn't finish my dessert, so yeah, goes to show that I had eaten more than enough. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I get in, man. Hey guys, so I'm home several hours later. It's now 11:30 at night, actually. Yeah, I'm just about to go to bed, but that taste film experience was really good. It was so much fun. As I mentioned on the train, I've actually never ever watched that movie before, so it was nice to kind of see a film that I hadn't seen before. I originally wanted to go and watch White Chicks, but I'm glad I wasn't able to. They were sold out, and Taste Film is honestly so popular. I had no idea. It was fully booked, and even when I was checking for all the other movies that they're showing, they were also fully booked. So I'm so thankful that they were able to squeeze me in. This was a gifted experience, but I hope you guys have been like inspired to try it yourself. So essentially, like, I went on TikTok this morning and I was kind of just like looking at other people's like experiences, and I didn't realize that you actually eat, like, what you're eating is inspired by what's showing on the screen, and it kind of follows on with the storyline, which is such a great touch, I have to add. And I enjoyed the food. I had the vegetarian menu. They call it vegetarian because they serve beef, and the main that I was having wasn't going to be beef. It was their like redefined meat. So I can't lie, it looked like beef, smelled like beef, tasted like beef from what I remember. So my brain was fooled. I was tricked. And to me it was beef, but it wasn't beef obviously because I don't eat red meat. So it was lovely. The food was yummy. The cocktails were great. The first cocktail was so good. I had 3 drinks. So I ordered a mulled wine before like the whole experience got started. You have popcorn on your table when you get there. You have a bottle of water on your table as well when you get there. So I had more than enough water to myself, although it was tap water. If you're like me, you don't drink tap water, then you have to order a bottle of water. So I had the mulled wine, and then they brought out the first cocktail, which was like the one where you add the heartbreak thing too, which was so cool because it was literally in the point of the movie where the character was going through like a really intense heartbreak. And then we had the nightcap. So in the movie, the 2 characters in that scene were having a nightcap. Essentially, it was late at night and they decided they were going to have like a little alcoholic beverage, and it was in the same kind of glass that they were having it in. So it was like in a brandy glass, I believe it was, and you pour it out yourself, and you can literally take your time with it, so you don't have to finish everything they give you. I think by the time the mains came, I was feeling a little bit like full because we had like a platter of olives, crisps, cheese balls, slices of bread with some butter. We had camembert cheese, which I like. I'm not into that, so to be honest, a lot of the stuff on there I touched. I finished the olives and I finished the bread. They're like little small pieces of bread. But with all the drinks that I had and like the food that was just kind of kept coming out intermittently, I was actually full by the end of it. I haven't eaten anything else tonight, to be honest. I've just been like drinking water. I won't lie, I cried. I definitely had a cry. I cried twice in the movie, and then like you can hear in the room like people like sniffling and stuff. It's such an emotional film. I didn't expect it to make me cry at all, but I definitely like there were a few tears. I would honestly, for the festive season and even after, like date night, girly nights, you can book a table of, I want to say 6 people, depending on how quickly you book. You can book a table of 2, 4, depending on the availability. Obviously they'll make sure they sit you together, but it was just such a lovely experience. So lovely, so different from anything I've also ever done. And if somebody were to book that for a date night, I would be like, this is very cool, very thoughtful. It's really difficult to do things nowadays, especially like in my adult age, because I feel like I've kind of done everything. I know I haven't, technically speaking, but you know, this is why I'm sharing this with you, so you guys can get ideas if you feel the same way I feel, so you can get ideas for like things to do, fun things to do in London and different things to do, especially in this period that we're in. I believe they're running throughout the festive period as well into the new year. I don't think it's just for the festive Christmas period. I think it's like ongoing. So details are in the description box. Please check that out, guys. I know you guys are going to love it. Take it from me, I had a time and I was by myself. That was like a little solo date for myself. I had a good time. So don't be shy. It's okay to go by yourself. It's all right to have these moments where you treat yourself, or you just want to spend time with yourself, but you don't want to spend time with yourself in your house. Definitely something I would recommend. And tell your friends to tell your friends, and book a date in the calendar. Even if you book it way in advance, something to look forward to. I always tell my friends that like it's always good to book things in the calendar. Whatever it is, let's just book something in the calendar so you look forward to those moments. Let me know if you agree in the comments also. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go to bed now. Just wrapped up some few bits and bobs on the computer, so I'm gonna go to bed. I have to be up early tomorrow, so yeah, let me head to bed. Thank you guys so much for once again rocking with me this Vlogmas. I know we are coming to the end, I know that, but this won't be the end of me on YouTube. Like, God forbid, I will still be here. I'm making it that my promise to you guys. I will be here in 2024. Anyway, let's not talk about the end because we're not at the end yet. Let's still enjoy this moment while we're still here, okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you check out the description box for the link to Taste Film, and of course follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest if you like, Threads if you like, and subscribe. And please give this video a thumbs up. If you don't know what thumbs up does, it basically helps YouTube. It helps the YouTube algorithm spread my video to more viewers. The more people that like it, you're telling YouTube that you like this video, and people who watch similar videos to this or to videos that you watch will also like this video, so it will come up more in other people's feed, perhaps people who have never come across me before. And of course we want this community to grow. Like, I appreciate you guys like even watching Vlogmas, because obviously I've been off of YouTube for a considerable amount of time and I was making like my way back with the vlogs every month and stuff, but this is, I've never done anything like this before, so this is very new to me. So before Vlogmas ends, please just hit the thumbs up button on every single video that you've watched, that you've liked. Even if you haven't watched it, just give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really does help boost my visibility on YouTube and to new subscribers and new viewers and new followers and new people who would want to be a part of our wonderful community. What we got going on here, you know, people want to be a part of that. And that's it for tonight. I'm gonna stop yapping. Talk too much. I'm not just be talking. Anyhow, good night. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.